before the Jaguars hired Doug Peterson as their new head coach, Jacksonville went 3-15 in the 2021 season. And in the 2022 opening week, they lost to the Commanders. The game was definitely a good one. I did witness in person Trevor Lawrence throw an interception with 1:10 to go, and the Commanders kneeled to end the game. As a Washington fan, I was hyped. Then after Jacksonville won their next two games, they absolutely blew out the Colts and the Chargers 38-10. In the three games, Trevor Lawrence was great. He had only one interception with 6 touchdowns and 772 yards passing. But then they lost 5 straight, and now things have changed. Jacksonville has won their last 3. In week 14, they beat Tennessee 36-22, and then the week after an impressive game by Jacksonville, they went on to win 34-40 in overtime with a pick 6 against the Cowboys. And now they beat the Jets on Thursday Night Football 19-3 in week 16. But before this, in week 10 and 12, they lost to Kansas City 27-17 and to Detroit 40-14. Detroit has been a good team. However, the Jaguars in week 9 defeated the Raiders 27-20 and the Ravens 28-27. The game against Baltimore was pretty insane. It came down to the last second. Jacksonville kicked a field goal to go out by 1 with 4 minutes and 19 seconds left. Then 2 minutes and 14 seconds later, Baltimore scored a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to make the score 27-20. But then Jacksonville had enough time, and 10 plays after, they scored a touchdown. Doug Peterson decided to go for 2 points instead of kicking the field goal. Trevor Lawrence's pass was completed to Zay Jones for a 2-point conversion. After that 5-game losing streak, it had a feeling that Jacksonville was going to have the same story as last season, and now they're 7-8. Trevor Lawrence has been playing great. This season, he has completed 350 passes out of 531 with over 3,700 yards and 24 touchdowns, and that is with 7 interceptions. In the 2021 season, he threw 12 touchdowns and was picked off 17 times. Now, that was his rookie season. He has improved, has grown, and has gotten much better. And that's what you want to see from a young player. There are also a lot of new faces in Jacksonville. Wide receiver Christian Kirk came from Arizona, and for sure he is having the best season of his career. He has 988 yards with 7 touchdowns. And they added wide receiver Zay Jones, who was with the Raiders the last 2 seasons. He is also on track to have the best season of his career with 75 catches, 778 yards, and 5 touchdowns. Trevor Lawrence has been playing like a true number 1 draft pick in the last 2 months. I truly thought this team was going to be bad, like very bad. Houston Texans bad. But all of a sudden, this team can terrify the NFL. They also did pick up tight end Evan Ingram. He was with the New York Giants for 5 seasons, and he is also having his best career season. He has 68 receptions for 723 yards and 4 touchdowns. This team has weapons to be an elite football team, and they can be. They got some guys for Trevor Lawrence this offseason, and it's working. They are in a race with divisional rivals, the Titans, for the number 1 seed in the AFC South Division, and somehow the Jaguars might make the playoffs. The next game is against the Texans. There's no way Jacksonville will lose, and their final game is against the Titans. It's going to be very interesting because it could very well come down to that last game of the season on who will win the AFC South Division, and I think the Jaguars are the better team. Bitch, we some stars, pull up in foreign cars.